Hey everyone, this is Vikram and welcome back to Stories of the Path of Destinies.
Reynardo could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made
And
before he
we
could
are
figure
on
it
the
all out, though.
we're gonna try to find the
with that,
last
The book's
truth
pages fluttered to the
of the
beginning once
stories.
again, and he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
So we're back
It
to
was
our first
time to
choice yet
choose.
again. Let's
The
see
rebellion
which
was
way
in trouble.
lies the final
Ravens were
truth.
scouting for the secret rebel base.
Could be more than one actually.
They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert, as tempting as it was to explore ancient mysteries. There was a war going on, and also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing.
The traitor.
Of course. Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
I think we could. Looks like we have to go and find the Iblis Stone
was
yet again.
windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Reynardo went ostrich hunting.
I don't think there were any ostriches here last time. We were here. So we know Lupino is a traitor.
Every child
We know
could sing
Zenobia
verses
still
about
has
the
feelings
Sky
for us.
Ripper,
We know the Sky Ripper
But
is
ancient
unstable.
codices held hints of other things.
Another truth
A
must be
stone
learned.
that ate souls. A ruby that drank blood. A jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Let's try the critical chance. We'll just have to remember to take the shields off with our hook shot or something
The
like
air
that.
here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last.
The hour has come. Elevator fight. Oh my. Got him. Whoa. Gotcha, punk. These guys are kind of useless on their own, aren't they?
The Raven
Haha.
were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
We're off. We're off to save the day. Do 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 do. Kill the buffer. Kill the buffer. Oh yeah. Freezing appears to be the way to go, because they take one hit after that and they're dead meat. I'm just going everywhere. Give me that shield, man. Ho ho.
Reynardo, smash!
That's what I keep saying. What's a nice store doing in the desert? Huh? Find the stone! You've been chosen as critical mission for your ability to follow orders to the letter with that question. Do not believe the naysayers. Your score and the intelligence test is only proof. Take pride in knowing that your impact. Follow the letter. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at the engravings of the wall. Do not lose the hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. If you hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Remember, the temple is haunted. Obviously, this is an old temple dedicated to an old evil god. There were blood sacrifices. Of course, it would be haunted. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. When you hear a voice, take the drowsy pill. If you meet another soldier with this stone and is not in the hermetic box, immediately spray them with drowsy gas. Seal the box. Of course, we know what that's all about, because one of our stories, we did get the stone. And we know, whoops, we know that it is evil.
If it wasn't fatal, that is.
And tries to corrupt you to the dark side. Oh. Oh. Come on, Raven. Off you go. Ah, so as I might have suspected, you know, the fire sword. Fire sword will make the guys explode in one hit immediately. So watch out for that, please. I'm a hero, you know. Ah.
It was all coming back to him.
Power overwhelming.
What he'd remember next.
What do we got? We got a gem. Energy on kill level 2. That's pretty nice. Let's see. We can upgrade the Void Stone or Winterthorne. I think I'm gonna upgrade that one.
Wow. The sword felt even colder.
And let's do energy on kill so that we can recharge the energy as we go. That'll be good.
Reynardo was running out of ideas. Zenobia loved him to death. The Sky Ripper destroyed everything. And Lapino was a filthy traitor. Using a stone named for an evil god seemed unwise. But what else was there? Nice. That could be useful.
Yeah, we could lower the threshold, and eventually, we might actually be able to do this. Oh, that's nice. That is the way to go. .44 combo, yes. Ooh ho ho, ooh ho ho, ooh ho ho.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Of course. But not me. Ooh, getting hot, getting hot, getting hot.
Reynardo wanted one for his house.
Could at least get it closer, you know? Woohoo! And we're off. Here it is. The stone.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up.
Okay.
Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty.
We've been down this road before.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Reynardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
You know, both of these lead to the truth. So I'm kind of curious to know why the stone doesn't want the core.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Skyripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power.
What could we do with the stone, too? Who knows what craziness we will get up to?
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Reynardo had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned.
It is too late.
Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter.
That's kind of big.
Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
Ah, Winter Door. I'm not listening to you, stone.
The new pathway made Reynardo curious.
Ah. More notes. Dear Zenobia, the director of the Academy has told me much he's impressed by your academic performance. Oh, we've already read that. Eat that! Oh, no. No! Kinda off my game here. How you like that? Whew, that was kind of rough there.
This stone was
Oh
incredibly
yes.
valuable. Reynardo could sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
Fire! Yes! Would you give me that freaking shield, man? Whoop, gotta go. Fire dances about me.
Barely landed a claw on him.
I don't think they did at all, to be honest. To be honest with you, Mr. Reynardo. Oh yes, we've just come this way.
You
In our
almost never
previous
saw
story.
wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to
just
train
looks
them not
different.
to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you."
No.
Are you afraid of it?
No, don't be ridiculous.
It chuckled.
But it's unstable. It will poison you as much as carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically.
Reynardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards. Oh look! Fracking.
Fracking, huh?
Yeah.
In we go. Hey, buddies. All right, the time has come. Hey, ho, ho, hey, ah. Oh no.
Now, doopsie-doo.
Die, buffer. Come back. Yes. Power overwhelming.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical.
Whoa.
It's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time.
He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Reynardo came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis Stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out. And, "You?" It didn't answer. "Ha!" he said. He had defeated
What
the
did he
demonic
do?
gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
How wise am I? Both will give us what we need to know. Of course, it'd be nice to know exactly what's going on. Oh, well, we'll see you next time as we decide what to do next as we pursue the final truth. See you then.